Hi friends, my name is Balaji. Welcome to Success Learners channel. In the previous videos, we learned about the Arduino, each and every part of the Arduino, and breadboard connections, how to make the connections with the device, electronic devices with the breadboard, and the sensors connecting with the breadboard, how to use the breadboard, and those all things we covered. So today's our topic is the sensors. So what is mean by a sensor? The definition of the sensor is the device that which senses the external parameters of this environment is known as the sensor. Basically, there are two types of sensors: analog sensors and digital sensors. So analog sensors generates the analog values, and digital sensors generates the digital pulses like zeros and ones. So basically, so many people, most of the people use digital sensors, and then we are going to discuss about the sensors today. What is a sensor? A device. This is an external device. This is an input device or an output device. Basically, this sensor act as a input as well as output device. How? Because the sensor reads or collects the data from the environment. For example, a moisture content, or the temperature, or the humidity, or the rainfall detecting sensor. These all sensors will collect the data from the environment. At the time, the sensor act as an input device. At the next time, this collected data will send to microcontroller or microprocessor. At that time, this sensor act as an output device. So the sensor is an input as well as the output device. So we have to clear about those two things. If the output pin of the sensor will act as a input for the Arduino or Raspberry Pi, you should clear. Why? Because this will make a confusion while writing the software of the Arduino, whether we should write this as an input or output. So many people will confuse at this time. So clearly see, the output pin of the sensor is the input pin for the Arduino. Keep this in mind. And today I am going to explain you about some sensors. First of all, let me start with the IR sensor, infrared sensor. An IR sensor, see, this is an IR sensor. An IR sensor consists of 3 pins. These 3 pins are, first one, see here, this is the pin for VCC, and the next one is ground, and the next one is ground, and the next one is output pin. So first we should connect the VCC to the 5 volts, and the next pin is to be connected to the ground, and the next output is to be connected to the preferred digital pins, one of those from 0 to 13 digital pins in the Arduino board. And let us come in for the working of this IR sensor. Here there will be 2 LEDs. This white LED indicates that this is the transmitter, and this black one is the receiver. See, this LED will transmit the IR rays from this LED. If any obstacle or any other obstacle is occurred, then the signal will returns and received by this receiver sensor. This sensor, the output pin will show 1 when the obstacle is occurred. See, the closure part will occur when from VCC this will transfer the signal. If the signal is transferring, unless until an obstacle is occurred, if the obstacle is occurred, then it will receive and makes a closed path. That makes a closed path, then the output will be 1. If an obstacle is occurred, this sensor will write into the Arduino board as 1. If no other obstacle is occurred, then this sensor will write to Arduino board as 0. If any obstacle occurred, it will on. If no obstacle is occurred, it will off. Coming to the next sensor, this is an ultrasonic sensor. The ultrasonic sensor consists of 4 pins. First one is the VCC, and second one is the ground, second one is the trigger, and third one is the echo, and fourth one is the ground. We should connect this VCC with the VCC pin or 5V pin with the Arduino board, and the second one is the trigger. This trigger and the echo pin should be connected with the digital pins of the one of the digital pins of the 0 to 13th of the Arduino board, and the next one is the ground pin. Ground pin should be connected with the ground pin of the Arduino board. And the working of the ultrasonic sensor is one will act as a trigger and another will act as a echo. If the echo, if any obstacle or any object is placed, then this ultrasonic sensor transmitter will transmit the ultrasonic signals, and that signals will reflect back to the echo pin, and this echo pin will generate a high for the Arduino pin. If no object or no obstacle is occurred, then this will send 0 for the Arduino board. And let's come to the next sensor. It is nothing but the smoke sensor. Smoke sensor. This is a smoke sensor that which will produce when the smoke is occur, and this smoke sensor will have 4 pins. That 4 pins are nothing but digital pin, analog pin, or digital out or analog out, ground, and VCC. This VCC is connected with the VCC pin or 5V pin with the Arduino board, and the ground is connected to the ground pin of the Arduino board. And analog pin, this is an analog as well as the digital sensor, so this has analog and digital outputs. If you want to get an analog output from this sensor, you should connect from A0 to A5 pins of the Arduino board. If you want to connect this digital pin to the digital pins, you should connect this 0 to 13th pin of the Arduino board. Coming to the working of this smoke sensor, this will detect the smoke. This will detect the smoke. If this will detect the smoke, then this write and high for the Arduino board. If no smoke is detected, then this will write 0 for the Arduino board. And coming to the next sensor, this is a alcohol sensor. This alcohol sensor, this is an alcohol sensor. This will detect. This is also having a 4 pins, nothing but A0, D0. Likewise for the smoke detector, this has 4 pins: A0, D0, and ground and VCC. This, if you want to connect this with the analog readings, you will connect this for the analog A0 to A5, and if you want to connect this for the digital, this will be connected for 0 to 13 pins in between. Working of this is if alcohol content is detected by this sensor, then it will sense 0. Then it will sense 1 for the Arduino board. If it is not provided with the 0, if it is not detected the alcohol contents, then it will sense 0 for the Arduino board. And coming for the next sensor, humidity and temperature sensor. This is the humidity and temperature sensor. This will have only 3 pins, which is having positive and negative, and the output pin. Positive will be connected for the 5 volts of the Arduino board, and negative is connected to the ground of the Arduino board, and the out will be connected to the digital from 0 to 13 pin of the Arduino board, one of the 0 to 13 pins. And next, coming to the moisture detecting sensor. See, this is the moisture detecting sensor. It will be like this. It has only 2 pins. First one is the VCC, and second one is the ground. if this is digged into the soil, wherever we want to check the moisture level, moisture content level will be, this is the digital pin. If there is no moisture, then it will indicate 0. If there is a moisture content in that soil, then it will write 1 into the Arduino board. That's it, guys. These are some of the sensors that which will read the data from the environment. And in upcoming videos, we are going to make projects on these sensors, all these sensors on Arduino as well as the Raspberry Pi. And the next coming videos, I am going to explain you about how to interface with the Arduino as well as Raspberry Pi, how to connect the Raspberry Pi computer. So keep on watching my channel. Thanks, guys. Subscribe to our channel, Success Learners. Thank you.